Good morning, students. Today's class we are going to measure that is a heart rate and average R2R interval from an ECG signal. So you know that we have already studied the QRS with detection algorithms, or we can also call it as the Pan-Tompkins algorithms for analyzing the heart rhythms or heart rate monitoring. So first of all, we used to measure the R2R interval, which is a time interval between first wave R wave of the first cycle of the ECG signal to the second R wave of the second cycle of the ECG signal. So that is called R2R interval. So that is averaged over the number of beats to estimate the intrabeat interval. So the heart rate it can be computed as beats per minute as 60 divided by average R2R interval. And heart rate can also be obtained by counting the number of beats detected over a certain period, say 10 seconds, and multiplying the results with the required factor called 6 in the present case to get the number of beats over 1 minute. So now, if you see this waveform, so this is an ECG signal, and then this using after applying the Pan-Tompkins algorithm, the R2R interval alone it is detected here. The QRS with alone it is detected here. So they have used first the search back procedure. So first the Pan-Tompkins algorithm is applied to detect the average R2R interval or QRS complex. So first RR average 1 is estimated by average of 8 most recent bits. Then RR average 2 is estimated by average of 8 most recent bits having R2R intervals within the range specified by the RR lower limit is 0.992 into RR average 2 and high limit is 1.16 into RR average 2. So using that we calculate the lower and upper limit for RR average 2, and in the case if the QRS complex is not detected, so we call it as RR missed limit, which is given by the formula 1.6 into RR average 2. Then if you see the upper plot, it shows the filtered version of a noisy ECG signal. So in the noisy ECG signal, it is filtered by 8th order Butterworth low pass filter whose cutoff frequency is given by 90 Hz, and it is sampled by a factor of 5 and the sampling rate applied is 200 Hz. So Pan-Tompkins algorithm is applied to detect the QRS complex in the signal. Then a fixed threshold of 0.1 and a blanking interval of 20 to 50 milliseconds was applied in the simple search back procedure. So the blanking interval indicates the period over which the threshold checking is suspended or once the threshold has crossed. So by this way, they calculate the average R2R interval. It is computed as 716 milliseconds. So which leads to the heart rate is around 84 beats per minute. So average R2R interval is calculated as um, I think it is calculated as the heart rate divided by the 60,000. So that will be the average R2R interval. So now, if you see the sequence of diagrams, the first one represents the ECG signal, second one it is the bandpass filtered signal. After bandpass filtering, we can able to remove the low frequency artifact or high frequency noises, etc. Then we can able to obtain the peaks, RPs alone, and from there we can able to estimate using the moving average for the R peak is wired here. Then a moving average integrator and thresholding is applied to extract the R to R interval. So simple peak searching procedure is applied here. The average R to R interval is computed to be 446.6 milliseconds with the effective R rate of 137 beats per minute. So thank you.